Hi guys, welcome back to Intervals Part 3. In previous courses we've covered the perfect intervals, we've covered the major intervals, minor intervals, and also augmented, diminished. Right, but so far we've only been looking at the intervals in one direction. So all the intervals we've been looking at have been ascending, so going up the way from the lowest note to the highest note. So when we look at intervals when they're descending, we need to apply a different formula to them. So major intervals become minor, diminished intervals become augmented, and augmented intervals become diminished. The perfect intervals stay the same. The way that I think about descending intervals is the rule of 9. So for example, a C to an A is a major sixth. Right, if we apply the rule of 9 to that, right, first of all, it's a major interval, so when we're descending, it's going to become a minor interval. Right, so it's a sixth interval, so what do we need to add to 6 to make 9? 6, 7, 8, 9, 3. Right, so going down the way to the A below here is going to be a minor third. So ascending, major sixth, descending, minor third. Okay, let's look at these descending intervals in a sequence. So we're going to first of all look at perfect intervals, then we're going to look at major, minor, diminished, then augmented intervals. If we look at a perfect interval, so a C to a G ascending is a perfect fifth. Right? If we want to go from a C to a G descending, the way we approach this is it's a perfect interval, so it doesn't change, it's always perfect, but apply the rule of 9. So 5 plus 4 equals 9. So down the way, it's a perfect fourth. Sounds better a wee bit up here. Yeah, so we've got a perfect fifth, ascending, right, and that G down the octave, so if we want a C to a G down the way, we've got a perfect fourth. So let's look at a major interval. So if we play a C to an E, right, major third, C, major third, ascending. If we want to play a C to an E, descending, first of all, I think ascending, it's major, so when it's descending, it's going to be minor. The second step is it's a third away, so 3 plus what equals 9, so 3 plus 6 equals 9, so a minor sixth away. let's look at minor intervals now. We'll take C to E flat, which is a minor third. And if we want to find this E flat down the octave, to find that distance, it's the very same thing again. So descending, it becomes major. And apply the rule of 9, so 3 plus 6 equals 9. So this becomes a major sixth. Let's apply the same approach to diminished intervals. So we've got C to a G flat. So we have a diminished fifth. So we know that ascending is diminished, so descending is going to become augmented. Then we use the rule of 9, so we've got 5 plus 4, and we've got an augmented fourth. Let's apply the same approach to augmented intervals. So we'll take it from C to an augmented fifth. So we know that ascending is augmented, so descending is going to be diminished. So 5 plus 4 equals 9. So if we play from C to the G sharp down the octave, we get a diminished fourth. Let's look at another one. Let's look at an augmented fourth. So we've got a C to an F sharp. Right, so we know that it's augmented ascending, so if it's going to be descending, it's going to become diminished. Right, and 4 plus what equals 9? 4 plus 5. So we've got a diminished fifth, descending from a C to an F sharp. Now I want to talk a wee bit about how we can tell the difference between an augmented fourth or a diminished fifth. So the easiest way to do this is to look at how they're notated. So if we look at the sheet music and count up the intervals, so if I wanted to play a diminished fifth from C, first of all you need to count up the space between each note. So it would be C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know we've got the number. Now the quality, because that is flattened, because this G is flattened, it becomes a diminished fifth as opposed to an augmented fourth. The opposite is true as well. So if we're looking at a C to an F sharp, then if we look at the sheet music and count the space between the notes, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, but that F is sharpened, so we know that that is an augmented fourth instead of a diminished fifth.